Hello, beautiful Taurus. I'm LaChan Debbie with Power Life Hypnosis. This is your December 2018 love and romance reading. As always, I would like to say thank you so much to all of those who thumbs up and like my readings. Thank you to all of those who comment and share. And thank you to all of my old subscribers as well as all of my new subscribers. If you would like to book a private reading with me, you can book a reading with me at my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. You can also book a reading with me now directly through the description box below. If you would like to know who your future long-term romantic partner is, when you'll meet your partner, where you'll meet your partner, how you'll meet your partner, what your partner will look like, how to recognize your partner, and more, as well as a full reading as to how to align yourself with your future partner and your ideal relationship, book a future partner reading with me now through the description box below, or again on my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. If you have an iPhone or an iPad, you can contact me at any time through the free Instant Go app. The link for that is instantgo.com/PowerLifeHypnosis. The links to my Instant Go, to my website, and to book a reading with me now are all in the description box below, so you can go ahead and check those links out, Tauruses. This is a general reading, of course, so the messages may or may not resonate. If they do not, you can check your moon and rising sign videos, as those messages may. You can also check your moon, sun, and rising sign videos in order to get a more complete picture of your love and romantic relationships during the month of December. You can also cross-watch the reading for the sign of your romantic interest, as well as that reading may hold additional messages. So my dearest Tauruses, let's get started on our reading here. So I have here our theme of what we may be experiencing. I have two predictions, our fortune in love and romance, and then I have our guidance so we can discuss how to bring about the best outcome here. So let's get started. Tauruses. For the theme here, I have here, let's see where to go first. Separation. So we have been getting this theme frequently in previous readings. Separation, time apart from your partner is on the horizon. So we may be in separation from someone. We're also being called to release someone, the person who we are separated from. The time has come to release your ex. That's actually not what it says at all. I think I just made that up. The time has come to clear your energy. So release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy. Just making things up. Okay, so regarding the theme here, again, it looks like many of us are in a period of separation with somebody. I'm picking up more so this being an energy carrying over from previous months than a new energy. So I'm not sensing that most of us will go into separation during the month of December. I feel as though this is something that is, again, carrying over. And this individual who there's a separation with, we are being guided to release this person, to clear this energy. So, of course, this is a general reading. So for some of us, this could be that we will be going into separation during the month of December. So you will know how the situation resonates with you, because again, every situation is different. Not every Taurus is doing the exact same thing right now. So take this as it resonates. Nevertheless, however this works out, we do have this energy of here, separation, and again, releasing this person who there's a separation with, whether this be fresh or releasing an old energy. But the time has come to clear that energy, to release it, to remove it. And the wonderful thing is, when we make the conscious decision to remove from our lives, to clear the energy of that which is not serving us, that which is not bringing us love and light, we are sending the message to Spirit, God, Universe, our higher powers, the angels, that we are ready to bring in something much more beneficial for us. So if we, or when we, not if, but when we Remove lower vibrating energies, things that are causing us sadness, causing us challenges, obstacles, things that again aren't vibrating on a higher level. We are opening up a space for spirit to fill with something much more beneficial for us. So let's go ahead and clear whatever energy that needs to be cleared. This can be speaking of people. This can be speaking of thoughts, clearing beliefs when it comes to this separation, or when it comes to this person who we are separated from. We will know ourselves what needs to be cleared, what needs to be removed. And I just heard for some of us, I did just hear this. So for some of us, we may not want to acknowledge what it is that needs to be removed. I'm hearing some of us may, if it's a person, we may say, oh, it may be the thoughts, right? This may be one or two of you, but I heard that very strongly. So I just have to go ahead and say it. Some of us may be thinking, oh, it's the thoughts, because we don't want to acknowledge the true source or what deep down needs to be released. But it's important for us to also take off any blinders, remove any rose-colored glasses, and really look at the situation for what it is. Because really, we are trying to, or not we are trying to, but really, it is our responsibility to ensure that we are as happy as we can be, that we are in the best space possible. So in order to do so, we must be aware of and cognizant of what is going on in our environment, as opposed to keeping our blindfolders on or not acknowledging what is before us. If something is not benefiting us, if something is not aligning us with love and light, if something is draining our energy or taking away from us, the best thing that we can do for ourselves, Tauruses, is to release that energy, release that person, release those thoughts, release whatever that is, so that we can bring in something better for ourselves. Only we know how we feel. No one else knows how we feel. So we are responsible for our own happiness and our own joy. And if we are holding on to something like an ex or an energy that is not beneficial for us, then we must take accountability. We must take accountability for our actions. Not blame, but just accountability, and recognize that we are the ones who are consciously deciding to hold on to things that no longer serve us, and we are the ones who are consciously deciding to keep ourselves in lower vibrations, lower resonating energies when it comes to our love lives. We must be accountable, or we can release that energy and move forward and align with something more beneficial and better for us. It's up to us. We have free will. So let's go ahead and go into our prediction, shall we? The lilies. The lady. The mountain. I apologize for the readings coming out a little bit late. I am actually in the process of moving, and when I just saw this, it reminded me of this because this is where I'm moving to. So yes, okay. So with this prediction here, first off, Taurus, let's go into who this can be speaking of. And please, please, please keep in mind that this is a general reading, Taurus, so not all of these very specific details that I'm going to share right now may resonate. Some may resonate, some may not, all may resonate, some may resonate, none may resonate. This is a general reading. Not every Taurus is dating the same exact person or the same exact type of person. So if these details, these very specific details that I'm going to share regarding this person do not resonate, this does not necessarily mean that this reading is not for you. This just means that, again, not every Taurus is dating the same type of person. So if these details do not resonate with your person, with the person who you are dealing with your situation, and also some of these details may describe yourself as well. But if these details are completely foreign, then just hang tight, hold on for a second, and then we will get into what this prediction here, or what these cards can actually signify as far as a prediction. But again, if these details regarding the person do not resonate, this does not mean that the reading is not for you. It just means that Not every Taurus is dating the same person. Hang tight. We'll move forward with the reading after we go into these details. So regarding who this reading could be speaking of, I'm seeing an energy here of, regarding the sign, this could be a fellow Taurus, and this is sun, moon, or rising, or this can be a Capricorn or a Gemini. Those are the signs that I'm seeing the most prevalent here. Gemini, Taurus, I'm sorry, Gemini, Capricorn, and Taurus. So the lady card signifies Taurus. Okay. So what could this person look like? Now I'm seeing somebody who could be an older male over the age of 30. So this can be your partner, or again, this can signify ourselves as well, because this is a general reading and the messages can be vice versa. So this can be your partner, or this can be yourself. If this is not an older male over the age of 30, this can be speaking of someone who is older, is maybe mature. So it can be somebody over the age of 30 in general, because both of these cards are cards of somebody who is older, somebody who is mature. So this can be somebody older than yourself, for example. Even this is going to go in different ways with the age. This can be somebody who looks mature. This is going to be somebody who's very attractive. Depending on this person's age, this can be somebody with salt and pepper hair, or white hair, gray hair, grayish hair, anything like that. I'm seeing here a theme of perhaps blue eyes. There can be blue eyes here, or gray eyes even for some of us. Sometimes this person can be bald or balding. In some instances, this person could be bald or balding. This is likely going to be somebody who may be on the taller, slender side. So if this isn't somebody older, this is going to be somebody who maybe is more mature, maybe somebody with a big stature. That can be another way that this goes. But this is going to be somebody who, again, will likely have a delicate build, for example, delicate bones or delicate structure. Maybe somebody who's more on the, I'm seeing more so on the slender side. More so on the slender side. Excuse me. This can be somebody who has long legs as well. Somebody who's graceful or sophisticated, but I am seeing some theme here of somebody having frail bones, frail structure. So what could this signify as far as a prediction? Let's go ahead and go into this. Let's see here. So the thing that sticks out to me the most, well, let's say this first. We have the lady card here in the center. So this lady card is going to be speaking of ourselves, if we are female, or this can be speaking of a female partner. If you're in a same-sex relationship, male, this is likely the more feminine energy. Female, take this as it resonates. We have the lady card here in the center. So what's going on with this lady, or what's going on in our connection with this lady, depending on who we are in this spread here. Some of us could be, okay, so some of us can be an older male over the age of 30 in a relationship with this lady, and it looks like there's going to be a blockage here. So what I noticed immediately is we have the mountain card, and the mountain card came up on the end. And when the mountain card in the Lenormand comes up on the end of a spread for me, this recognizes, this signifies to me like a blockage. It's like a brick wall, for example. So it's like we're going, and then we get blocked by the mountain. So the mountain card can represent challenges, obstacles, delays, blockages. So it looks like in this situation, let's see how this can go. So either we can be an older male with this lady, and there's a blockage here in the connection, a blockage here in the relationship. So it looks like something may not move forward. So that will be what this separation is about. This card can also signify isolation and being in isolation as well. This can represent an isolated location. So this is also going into isolation. I just saw 1414 on the clock, signifying a new beginning coming after, or a new beginning rather, bringing stability. A new beginning can be bringing stability to us in the month of December. So this could also be while we're being guided to release this person, because there could be just a blockage. You know, it's like we're going, we're stopped. We can't move forward here. So maybe we're being called to go ahead and release. Okay, if this is not that, this is speaking of, this card can also signify patience and waiting. Patience and waiting. So some of us could just be done waiting for this person. I know that recently we had gotten some readings about getting out there. I think that was our theme in the month of November. Getting out there, socializing, meeting new people. So some of us, even if we didn't meet somebody new, however this resonates, but again, we had that theme before. So it could be that perhaps there's somebody new, or there's, you know, a new energy that we want to put ourselves into. Something new that we want to put our focus into. So there's a block here, there's a stoppage here, so maybe that's why we are being called to release. Nevertheless, it could be that if we were patiently waiting for this lady, or if we were this lady patiently waiting for this older male, or we were, you know, patiently waiting, however this resonates, perhaps again we've reached an impasse here. It's like we can't go on any further. Things have come to an ending, come to a block here, and that's what we are going through. So due to this separation, again, there's some isolation going on here. So it could be that patiently waiting for this person is creating challenges, obstacles, blockages, perhaps even causing challenges, blockages, obstacles regarding meeting another person or engaging in a new relationship in some way. We have the overall energy here of, again, as I keep saying, blockages, challenges, obstacles, something being, you know, an impasse here. So we're either done waiting, so we're releasing the person that we're separated from. We're going into isolation, which could be causing the separation. Or we're isolated from this person, which is speaking of this isolation. Let's see. Some of us may be attaining wisdom. This is also called a wisdom. So we could be seeking wisdom regarding this blockage or regarding this impasse with this person. So these are the different things that I'm seeing here. All right, let's see. Lastly, this can also signify sensuality and things like that. So it could be that a sensual relationship with this lady, or if we are this lady, again, is coming to a head. It's blocked here. There's an obstacle here. There's a challenge. The great thing about this mountain card is the challenges of the mountain card are not forever. You know, they're not like the end all be all. They're challenges that we can get over. So we just have to learn to move around the mountain, or we just have to take action to move around the mountain. And that will allow us to get to the other side of these challenges. So this is not the most challenging card in the deck. It is a challenging card, but not the most challenging. We can get around these obstacles here. But that is what I have here for our first prediction. Our second prediction. Okay. And this I find interesting because I'm just going to skip into this center here. The center card, I have the good lady, just like I have the good lady here. Now this good lady, just like we had this card of maturity here, this person over the age of 30, this good lady here is going to represent somebody who's over the age of 30 or even over the age of 40 here. So we have the grief and adversity card, good lady, as well as court. Grief and adversity, good lady, and court. So my bulls, it looks like here that we're going to be experiencing some kind of challenging emotions, some kind of challenging feelings, grief, adversity. So some troubled thoughts, maybe some sadness, maybe some, you know, crying or slight depression, or just some kind of difficult feelings here. Regarding this partner, due to perhaps a lack of balance, a lack of giving and receiving. So perhaps some of us were not receiving the love, the affection, the attention, not receiving what it is that we either gave to this person, or just not receiving the love, attention, affection, the feelings of desire, whatever it is that we seek, that we wanted from this person. We didn't, yes, that's what I'm getting here. We did not get the balance in the relationship that we wanted. So perhaps some of us put in more attention, affection, action into the relationship than the other person. And during the month of December, this is going to be causing us to experience some challenging feelings. And this is really why we're being guided to release this person. Because this energy, what I heard is we bring more into our lives what we focus upon. So if we are focusing upon loss, or if we are focusing upon lack, or if we are focusing upon imbalance, or if we are spending time experiencing this grief and adversity due to a lack of balance, or due to a lack of an equal giving and receiving, we're only going to get more of that. So the time has come to release this person, release this energy, release all this, so that we can move forward into something much more beneficial for us. But the only way that we are going to open up a space for love and light to come in is if we release that which is less than love and light. So we have to open up that void so spirit can fill it with something better for us. Our fortune. The oracle. The oracle. Seek wisdom and guidance from elders. Divine perception. Divine perception may be very useful at this time. So again, seek wisdom and guidance from elders. So it could be a good idea to seek the advice of a trusting friend, one who has a subjective, an objective way of viewing the situation, one who truly has your best interests in mind, someone who can provide useful guidance, useful messages, somebody with a different perspective on the situation, which would be a more objective perspective on the situation. Even watching this reading right now is a way of seeking guidance. So you are already on your way there. Okay, so it could be useful during the month of December to seek some kind of guidance, seek some kind of wisdom. Thorns. We have here the card of Thorns. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring in a new and positive future. So getting to the other side of this mountain, releasing whatever energy that is less than love and light is going to bring you a positive future. Because again, when we release that which no longer serves us, we are opening up a void for spirit, God, universe, or higher powers to fill in with what they want. And they always are co-conspiring for our benefit. They're always co-conspiring for our greatest good. So as we release this energy, as we stand up for ourselves, as we weather the challenges, as we get to the other side of the mountain, on the other side of this mountain, there is a new and positive future. So just know that. Speaking of co-conspiring, we have here the card of co-create. Let's go into our guidance. Co-create number 40. Orphaned number 5. Chop wood. It's card number 42. Followed by number 44, thinker. And this chop wood and thinker card both came up in the reverse, which I find interesting. So I'm going to kind of group these cards together. Okay. Number 40, co-create. So yes, as we were just speaking of, in order to attain stability, a sturdy foundation, for love and romance, it is essential to co-create with spirit, with God, with the universe, with our higher powers, with our spiritual support team, with our guides, with our angels, because again, they are always co-conspiring for our benefit, and they know more than our smaller self knows. Our spiritual support team, along with our higher selves, they always know more than we know from our 3D selves, from our earthbound selves, from our earthly selves, from our ego-based selves. So as opposed to trying to do everything alone, or as opposed to thinking we know what's best, or being so sure that our way is going to work out, or insisting our way is going to work out, waiting for our way to work out, let's pay attention to, and let's not necessarily pay attention to, but I'm hearing the word heed. Let's just be aware. We can say that. Be aware that we have our spiritual support team, and if we truly want the most fulfilling relationship possible, even now, before we are in that relationship, we must work with God, universe, spirit, our higher power, our spiritual support team, our higher selves. We must work with those higher energies in order to bring about what it is that we want here in the here and now, what it is that we want here on our 3D, on our earthly plane here. So let's co-create with spirit, God, universe, our higher powers. One thing that we can do is we can assert, and it's best to do this through writing. I have a video that I posted up a while ago about the book It Works, and it's in my manifestation law of attraction playlist, and if you feel called to, you can go ahead and check out that video, because that video does provide you with a method that I have used that has been tested, you know, tried and true, and it's a manifestation method. I have used this method many times to manifest people, things, so much into my life, even by the exact timing that I asked for. So check out that video. You can use that method in order to co-create with your higher power, co-create to manifest what it is that you want in your life. But it could also be a good idea to write down and be specific about what it is that you seek in a relationship. I hope you guys don't hear my cat meowing. He's very, very vocal. So it could be useful to be clear about what it is that we want in relationships, and again, write that down, because when we just ask for a relationship, or when we just ask for a partner, we can have anything come to us. However, if we specify we want a relationship that is happy, harmonious, fulfilling, adventurous, if that's what we want, or comfortable, whatever it is, when we assert, in particular through writing, but when we assert that is what we are intending to attract, that we shall attract, versus having a more loose definition of what it is that we want. Because when we have a more loose definition, we can just attract any kind of relationship. So let's co-create. It can be beneficial to co-create moving forward and claim the exact type of relationship that we seek. Now, we also have here number 5 orphan. And this number 5 orphan card speaks of changes. And it says that oftentimes we may find ourselves in a position, which we may be in right now, where perhaps we are growing, perhaps we are learning, perhaps we are moving forward, perhaps we've been in separation for a while. We are growing, we are learning, we are moving forward, and that can cause some challenges when those around us are not on the same level as us. They may be staying behind, whereas we are moving forward. And we may be disappointed by that, or disappointed when we are not experiencing, when we are not receiving what it is that we feel that we deserve. We may be drifting away from this person. That may cause us to drift away from this person. And in this case, it's not a challenging thing. It's not a bad thing for us. It's really a co-creation with us and spirit, God, universe, our higher powers, as they are moving us forward away from those that do not serve us. As we move forward, that naturally allows us to release an individual, because the people in our lives are those who reflect wherever we are at that particular time. So if we are in a lower resonating place, for example, if we are at a place where we do not have an adequate amount of self-love, then we are going to attract those into our lives who will reflect that back to us. So if we do not feel that we are lovable, we're going to attract those into our lives who reflect us not being lovable, or who are going to strengthen those misconceptions, those misbeliefs. And as we grow, as we move forward, as we learn, as we evolve, as we transcend, we then attract those on those higher levels. So that's also why we're being guided to release, because if we are moving forward, if we are growing, it is time for us to attract others and bring others into our lives that will reflect our new selves to us, reflect where we are in this higher place. So this card is saying that when we have these experiences, it's not something that's challenging. Sometimes our smaller selves cannot see that. Again, sometimes only our higher self knows this. But again, this is us being moved forward by spirit, God, universe, our higher power. So we can attain that love that we desire, that higher vibrational experience that we desire. It is not necessary for us to compromise ourselves, compromise our integrity, compromise who we are, compromise what we desire to belong. This is a card of belonging. So it's not necessary for us to compromise to belong. Let's continue to move forward, knowing that spirit will replace those who are not serving us. So if we release this individual, if we release something that's no longer serving us, someone that's no longer serving us, trust and believe this individual will be replaced by someone much better for us. So have no fear. Let go. Go with the flow. Know that we are co-creating in every single moment, every single action, every single thought. So if we are thinking that we need to hold on to this person, we are co-creating, stagnation. However, if this is somebody that's not serving us and we are choosing to let it go, we are co-creating with our spiritual support team something much more fulfilling for us. We must be accountable. Again, accountability. Let's be accountable for our actions, for our thoughts, for our choices. It is up to us whether we choose to experience new fun things that we never had before, or hold on to what's no longer serving us. We have that right. 42, chop wood. So I'm going to go, this is kind of a similar theme here with both of these cards. So with this number 42 chop wood card, this is saying that some of us may be armchair astronauts at this point. So we may be thinking about what it is that we want, planning on what it is that we want, going over it in our minds without taking action. Some of us may be overthinking without taking some kind of action. So we are being guided to, at this time, get up out of that chair, get on our feet, make ourselves feel better, do something so we can feel better, move forward, release that energy. If we want the most fulfilling relationship possible, we have to be on that trajectory. And we have to have that intention. And if we are holding on to something that is not serving us, we are not having that intention. We are intending to bring ourselves more misery, right? If we are holding on to something that is only causing us this is all we're going to get. We're going to just get more of this, right? With that law of attraction, more of that. So let's get up, let's get out, and let's truly go forth with the intention of what it is that we are seeking to bring into our lives. No more thinking about it, talking about it, hoping, wishing, looking forward, thinking it's just going to come to us. No, if we want happiness, if we want love, if we want fulfillment, if we want excitement, we have to be the ones to get up, go out, and attain that. Whether if it starts with our thoughts, our beliefs about ourselves, releasing our fear-based thoughts. Maybe we need to release our fear-based thoughts about love. Whatever it is, we have to take that action. And let's not overthink it. Let's not overthink it. We don't have to overthink it. We can see what's going on. We can use our perception here. So if we want to empower ourselves, again, let's release the need to overthink. Let's just see things for what they are and take that action. Take that action. Release that person, knowing that there is a positive, bright future on the other side of that mountain. No need to overly focus, overly think, keep going over the same thoughts, desires, wishes over and over again. Let's more so take note of what we see in our external environment, as that is what is real, right? What we see in our external environment. Yes, what is in our external environment rather is a perception, or a product rather, of what is going on internally. So in that sense, it could be useful for us to shift around any fear-based thoughts, release any fear-based thoughts. Nevertheless, it's time to get out of our heads and get up and out and do something to make ourselves happy, to make ourselves feel like ourselves, to raise our spirits, to align with the love and the romance that we deserve. Our postcard from Spirit. Dearest Taurus, did you know that when you stop fighting and accept everything exactly as it is right now, miracles start to happen? This is very synchronistic. There is a freedom in this kind of radical acceptance. Let go. Release. Let go of unrealistic expectations and see things as they really are, not how you'd like them to be. So that's very, very synchronistic there. You will be surprised at how everything seems to fall into place. When you refuse to accept things, life gets messy, you act messy, and your world stays in chaos, tension, and disarray. But don't try to force a change or manipulate circumstances. Instead, learn about what is in front of you. Instead, learn about what is in front of you and face it with your eyes fully open, right? Let's take off any blinders, any rose-colored glasses. Let's look at things for what they truly are once again. Then you can decide to stay or go, to sink or swim, to move or to stay still. Acceptance is the key to freedom, and it opens the door to the real opportunities waiting to be discovered. Let yourself and let others free. Loving you so much, always and forever. My dearest Tauruses, these are the messages that I have for you for your love and romantic relationships for the month of December. Thumbs up, like this reading if the messages resonate. Comment, share, and subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already, so we can look back into this situation for the mid-monthly readings. And if you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do so now through the description box below. You can also book a reading with me on my website, POWERLIFEHYPNOSIS.com. I'm sending you all so much love, so much light. Mwah. Wishing you all the best of luck, the very best of luck. And I look very forward to seeing you all here again soon. All right, my lovely Tauruses. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye.